While 1996 may not have reached the heights of Touchstone's best years, it offered plenty of memorable moments, a few surprises, and more than enough questionable decisions to keep things interesting. Across 10 films, Touchstone gave us forgotten comedies, family dramas, holiday releases, and a few genuine box office hits. Now that we've revisited them all, it's time to hand out the annual Ronnie Awards, named in honor of former Disney CEO Ron Miller, the man who launched Touchstone Pictures in 1984. So without further ado, let's hand out some Ronnies. First up is our most traditional award, Best Soundtrack. The nominees are The Preacher's Wife. Whitney Houston's gospel-inspired soundtrack won the Grammy Award for Best Gospel Album in 1997. Phenomenon, featuring Eric Clapton's Grammy-winning Change the World, along with music from Jewel, Brian Ferry, and Peter Gabriel. Kazaam. Beyond Shaq on the mic, the soundtrack also features Usher, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and a young Pink as part of the R&B group Choice. And the Ronnie goes to The Preacher's Wife. Sometimes the obvious choice is the right one. When Whitney Houston headlines your soundtrack, everyone else is competing for second place. The award for Best Film that captured 1996. The nominees are Phenomenon. John Travolta stars in a film that perfectly captures the optimism of the mid-90s. The Preacher's Wife. Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington team up for a heartfelt holiday film. Kazaam. Shaquille O'Neal being Shaquille O'Neal. Mr. Wrong. Television's rising star Ellen DeGeneres looks poised to become Hollywood's next romantic comedy lead. And the Ronnie goes to Kazaam. The movie itself may not have been a hit, but nothing says 1996 quite like trying to turn one of the biggest athletes in the world into Hollywood's next movie star. Our next Ronnie recognizes the film that looked like the best idea on paper. The nominees: Kazaam, cashing in on the NBA's popularity with one of its biggest stars and a kid-friendly fantasy. Up Close and Personal, pairing Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer for an adult romantic drama seemed like a no-brainer. Ransom, Mel Gibson, fresh off his Oscar-winning year, reteaming with his Lethal Weapon 3 co-star while facing off against Lieutenant Dan. The Preacher's Wife, Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston headlining a Christmas release. All boxes for success were checked. And the Ronnie goes to Ransom. The most appealing film on paper also turned out to be Touchstone's biggest hit of the year. Sometimes Hollywood gets it right. Not every movie that misses the mark is a bad movie. Sometimes all the right ingredients are there, they just never quite come together. The nominees for Biggest Missed Opportunity. Mr. Wrong. Ellen DeGeneres was television's hottest rising star looking for her breakout romantic comedy. The Preacher's Wife. Whitney Houston, Denzel Washington, Christmas. On paper, this looked like a holiday classic in the making. Up Close and Personal. Two of Hollywood's biggest stars couldn't quite turn newsroom romance into box office gold. And the Ronnie goes to Mr. Wrong. Every year has one movie that makes you ask, what happened here? In 1996, this was that movie. Our next Ronnie goes to Touchstone's film most likely to make you say, yeah, I forgot about that one. The nominees: Boys. Winona Ryder and an impressive cast of future stars attempts to bridge the gap between teen drama and adult storytelling. The War at Home. Emilio Estevez explores the lasting effects of the Vietnam War through the eyes of one struggling family. Too Much. Antonio Banderas pretends to be Antonio Banderas in order to date sisters played by Melanie Griffith and Daryl Hannah. And the Ronnie goes to The War at Home. It's one of those movies that quietly disappeared despite a thoughtful cast and a story that's more deserving of a second look. And finally, our highest honor, the Ronnie for Best Touchstone Film of 1996. There are no nominees. Only one film stood above the rest. And the Ronnie goes to Ransom. While 1996 didn't produce many Touchstone classics, Ransom remains the film that has stood the test of time. A compelling thriller, a strong ensemble cast, and a performance from Mel Gibson at the height of his career make it the clear choice as Touchstone's best film of 1996. That wraps up the 1996 Ronnie Awards. Congratulations to all this year's winners. Since none of them can make it tonight, we'll gladly accept on their behalf. Before we move on to 1997, we're going to raid Pharaoh's vault to revisit Hollywood Pictures' class of 1996. Until then, the tapes are rewound, the video stores closed, we're out of Touchstone.